It's Becky, and let's make some holiday or Christmas cards with the November 2025 Grabie subscription box. So grab your bits and come and join me, and let's play along. Okay, so my aim is to try and use everything from here. A lot of my stuff never got shipped over from my home country. So we're going to try and just make all of the cards using what was provided in the kit. And then the only things that I'll be adding are some glitters. So I just picked up some generic Michael's glitters, 5.5-inch square cards, and 5x7 normal size cards, so you can pick those up at Michael's. I've grabbed some ink pads in colors that I think would be suitable, and various adhesives. I've got the tacky glue, I've got the dotty tape pens, I've got a cutting mat. These things I brought with me, these things I love. These are the perfect layers. So if they still make these, I'll link below. You just need this and a blade and you can get perfect matted layers. So hopefully I get to show you how those work if you've never seen those before. I've got a chopper for paper, and this one is going to help me stay focused and clarity. Let's go. Okay, firstly, very funny, but whose idea is this? This looks like it's cards and envelopes, but it's literally pieces of card and envelopes. These are not folded. What is this? What is this? Who is sending a flat piece of card? Just print it. I'm really confused. Sorry, never come across that before with the envelopes. But anyway, okay, moving on. I guess we'll just be doing square cards today. Now, if you're new to card making, there is a scored line down here, and you're looking for the side that has the groove in, because that's the side that's been stretched, and you will want to fold it against that because that's the side that you want. Cheeky little bone folder, fold it in half. Right, okay, we're off to a good start. First thing, let's just pull out some stuff that's going to coordinate. I think maybe if I find some nice papers that will do for like generic backing papers, that could be a good start. So this one, this is very pretty, the foiled vellum. The green, oh yeah, this will make a great card. Okay, all right, we've got some choices now, we've got some options. I think the important thing when you're spoilt with so many designs and things is it's important to just start somewhere, just make a card. And let's see what our focal point's going to be. Now, if I remember, I think we are very short on having any sentiments again. So like one here, one here, one here, and I don't even know if these are okay. So yeah, so 3, 4. So I can pull out some of those and use those as sentiments. But one of my feedbacks for the Grabie boxes is to maybe include a few more sentiments so that card makers can have a lot of options with that. Okay, we've got some nice stuff back there. These are all very cute. These could make some nice sentiments. Oh, this one doesn't want to tear normally, so let's pull that out. So much, right? I did do an unboxing video of this box, so if you are curious to see all the contents in action, then I'll link that video down for you below. Okay, so I've got some foam stickers. I'm going to layer this one on top of this one, and I'm going to use this poinsettia, but I'm going to do a little snipping up some of these petals. In fact, I'm going to completely snip the leaves off so that they can go behind a little bit, because I want to curl the petals up. I want just a little bit of a snip up these to give it a little bit more dimension, because I'm going to curl these over. So I'm just rolling it over the edge of this folder. I'll have a bit more dimension now. So sometimes there is still a slightly longer side. And if you notice, there is one side that is a little bit longer, and that is the front. That's designed apparently to be able to open a card. I don't know, maybe that's old fashioned, but that's how they used to be. So that's why you can see it goes slightly off a little bit more there, but that's okay because we can just absorb it there. So if this is 14 centimeters, which I think was about 5.5 inches. Okay, and this one only has inches, so why don't I do myself a favor and flip it? Yeah, so I'm going to want to do 5.25 to have this nice and snug. And these pieces we can keep a hold of, because we can start doing more like paper layers on the cards as you go along. And then on top of that, I'm going to pop this one down with the empty space at the bottom. But this one, I'm going to then bring in, let's see, let's try it at 5 inches. So that would look something like that. Maybe I could even do a little roll here. That could all be cute. It's gonna see the tape though. I do have an issue with that. I usually use a brad to hide it, but we'll see. We'll see. Let me. Right, and the other thing I want to do is I do want to do some inking on this one around the edges. Okay, and I have a nice holly leaf green there. Let me take a brush for this, and I'm just going to catch the edge to give that a little something special. And these are the tiny little details that I find make a big difference. Okay, so that's stuck down. And then for this one, let's try this dotty pen. And I think we'll just run across. I actually want to leave this side open. So that I can curl this over. And put a little curl down there, because that's kind of cute. I'm going to grab some of those foam stickers. Okay, and then I'm going to stick these leaves underneath. And I don't remember where they came from, but that doesn't matter because I'm sliding them underneath so I can put them wherever I want. So we're going to have them there like so. This is turning out to be quite a sweet little card. It still needs something else, so let me figure out what that is. All right, I've made a decision. I'm going to go in with some of these big snowflake stickers. These are those little tweezers that came in the box as well. So they're very useful for your stickers. Here we have this now with those little snowflakes on, and then I could take this little bow, and originally I was thinking about sticking it up in that corner, which would look something like that. But I think it might even be cute just on top of the flower. So with this, I'm going to get the hot glue gun. Here's card number 1, and I've already got an idea for card number 2 using those scraps that we cut. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Right, we have this little snow globe piece of paper, and this is the other side of this. We have this darker one here. And one thing I like to do with square cards is trim off the side, and then this was the other piece we cut off, and have a backing paper behind that. So I'm going to do that. So first thing we need to do is make sure we don't have that perforation too bobbly there. And then with this white piece hanging over, we're just going to trim it down and try and match this white border that we've got going along the top there. Okay, and if I did it a little bit too snug, I still have time to pull that down a little bit. But there you go. So now we have a little opener like that. And to turn this into a proper topper, I took some of those fake pretend cards and stuck it onto that, cut it out, and I've put some different foam pads around this to give it a bit of lift. I'm going to pop it right here in the middle. And I'm thinking this one's close to done. We'll stick a little bow like that. And then this glitter glue looks like snow. So it was the silver, the gold, and the snow. So let's put some little dots of snow in our snow globe. And another cute little thing we can do just to tie in that gold is we can run some gold around the edge of that blue paper, which would look something like this. And I got to be careful where I put this one to dry, but now we have some cute little sparkle on that. There we go, card number 2. All right, this next one I'm going to keep super, super simple. I'm going to use this page here, and what I want is a nice straight line across the bottom. Some of these washi stickers, I'm going to line this up with the line, and this one, this little guy right in the middle of all of them. Trim off your excesses. And then I'm looking at these borders across the bottom here, and I'm thinking we can do a strip of this. Okay, and then to finish this one off, I just put our little snowflake, a couple of circles, and a star. So that one, nice and simple, nice and sweet, quick to put together. And for this next one, I really think these presents are very cute. So I'm going to do like a row of gift boxes along the bottom here. Let's start off with a nice big one. Oh, and these are very, very, very see-through. So I'm going to do these all along the bottom, and then we will regroup. Okay, I'm just adding some, well, I added this bow here because when I laid this guy, it made the bow disappear from the parcel sticker. So I just stuck an actual bow on there. And now I'm adding the snowflakes to the top here with the view to just snip, snip, snip down the sides. But with this bigger one that's overlapping, this one here, I can reuse that. I can repurpose that part and stick him somewhere as well. So I think I'm going to have him over here. Just want to fill this little gap here with this little stocking. There we go. Now that's kind of cute. Not my favorite, I'll be honest, but hey, it'll be cute to somebody. Let's move on. Okay, this next one, I've taken 3 of these sticker strips and stuck them down with a little gap in between. And now we just need a focal image for in there. And I think there was some Christmas trees that might go down Yeah, so something like this. Or the door. The door might be quite cute. But yes, otherwise I'm looking for something nice and tall. Maybe this one or the door. Ooh, I'm thinking this one because it's taller. Still have some of these circles left, which go really cute on the ends of these. Here we go. So 3 shiny circles down there. And then we have a star, which we could stick on the tree. Ah, so cute. Okay, another nice, simple, easy one. Okay, I've just downloaded another idea into my head, and I'm going to use these little ornaments, but probably just 2 of those. First, I need to trim this one down. Right, so I went ahead and trimmed this down to 5 inches, and I've stuck it onto this dark green. So I haven't used these yet, but they are really worthwhile seeing. So I want a nice thin, the 360. All right, so all you need to do is try and, there's like a ridge here, and I'm going to try and butt this up against the edge of the paper. And if you're using thicker paper, it is easier because you'll feel it a little bit more. You'll feel that resistance. But I can also use the line that I see. And then we'll stick this on here, and then we'll have a perfect layer. But the next thing I want to do is I'm going to have this guy in the middle raised up, and I'm thinking this one or this one behind it. I think this one. But what I want to do is I want to trim right down the middle to make 2. So I'm trying to line up the knobbly bit at the top and the middle of the bottom roughly. Okay, it's about the middle. And then I will stick this one here and this one here. And I put some foam pads on the back of this one. Let's lay this one down just a bit and shove a bow on it. And then it's done. There we go. Okay, probably one of my favorites actually. There we go, another one done. Now this next one, I want to use these little retro cassettes, and I'm going to do a cutaway. I'm going to do like a little cutaway down the side here. So to do that, I need to stack them up at different angles. I think I want to trim the white around the ones that go on top though. Okay. Like that. And I'm going to do them all the way down the bottom. All right, I'm going to pop my, well, as you can see, I've done a cutout here. So I want to put down enough of this red paper to cover that up. And then I found this one, but I want to trim it down. So let's make sure we get a nice straight edge with this one. And I haven't used any of this really pretty sparkly card that they gave us. So I'm going to stick this onto here and turn these into a topper. And I think I'm going to go with the 1/4 inch. So here's what I decided. I took another one of those strip stickers and cut it down, and I was able to cheat a little gap in the middle to make it fit for me. And I've got my foam stickers on the back of this topper that we just made. And there we go. There's another cool one. That one's looking very cute. All right, another one done. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I am starting to get a bit hungry now, so I'm going to go off. But here's a little recap of all the different cards that we made that are all quite different styles, using only stickers and papers from that Grabie box. So if you have it or you're going to pick it up, here's some ideas to inspire you and to get you started. And if you like to go shopping on Grabie, I do have a discount code for you down below in the description. I have not been sponsored in any way, and actually this box I paid for and bought myself, so there's no product placement from Grabie at all. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. Let me know which one your favorite is, and let me know if are we still card making anymore? I don't even know if we are, but let me know if this was useful to you and you'd like to see some more cards. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you soon.